Well, he attack me. But Jaden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
Blessings Nation, and now welcome to the channel. Yeah, man, Jaden Chase, another one that we could bring on another reasoning on the topic of current affairs. So if you're new to the channel, just a pass through, but to find the reasoning insightful, well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon and let your voice be heard. Like and share the video and drop a comment in the comment section. Now, let's get right into the reasoning. Nation, there are no calls for members of the government and the police federation for the immediate resignation of the police commissioner. There are also mixed reviews for the recent calls of some members of society for Reneto Adams to be reinstated and given the position within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Now, nation, the calls from the members of the government is that the crime strategies put in place by the commissioner has failed the people. Some would also say this also speaks to the failure of the minister and the ministry of security itself. They're also saying that in the 21st century, what Jamaica needs is a 21st century police force equipped with 21st century policing methods. And they are saying that the military style tactics have not worked. The SOEs, the zones of special operations, all failures. And maybe the fact is that the police commissioner, being an ex-member of the JDF, is not the right fit for leading the police force. And there's merit in the statement. There has to be a difference in tactic, a difference in mindset. For one, the training is different. The issues are different. JDF soldiers are not deployed to communities to solve crime. And that's just the truth. Officers, however, are deployed to ease tension, calm tension, and also solve these crimes. Now, as it pertains to the police federation, they are saying that both the government and the commissioners failed them, stating that amidst a state of emergency, giving officers extra shifts, extra hours to work, with no wage increase that was promised. And they are stating that even if their wages were not increased, the fact that extra hours had been added to their shift, a bonus, some sort of financial incentive to keep going was needed. They have stated that billions have been spent in other sectors, even though citizens always pointed out that crime and violence is still a major concern, not only across the globe, but also right there in the island. But where is the investment and the funding being poured into that sector? And they are saying that first and foremost, when investment and the funding is poured into that sector, then the officers on the ground must be considered. Real talk. And I have to state this: for society as we know it to function, a successful society rather, to function as we know it, you're going to need the security forces. The government are going to have to work out that situation. The fact that the Prime Minister stated that the focus is, of course, the security of the nation. And keep in mind, we have never tasked any Prime Minister, any police commissioner, or any officer with stopping crime. That will and must be a combined effort. But they have been tasked to serve and protect the rights and the interest, and of course the people, the citizens of the nation, and even the visitors that visit annually and generate billions for the economy, as stated by the government themselves. Now, the talk, Reneto Adams, not only reinstated within the force, but made police commissioner. Very controversial. Hey, that might need a whole video for itself. But talk to me. The question I am presenting to you is, do you think Reneto Adams would be a good fit for police commissioner? Now keep in mind, Reneto Adams is a highly decorated retired member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, one of Jamaica's most famous police officers. Now his name has been in the tabloids for numerous reasons. The US State Department denied Mr. Adams entry into the country, stating that the cases in which his name has been brought up and the situations that he has been accused of, and we use the word accused because Reneto Adams has never been convicted for any of the accusations, but they are stating that they can be considered as crimes against humanity. Now that's a very strong statement being made by the United States State Department. However, there are also members of society who are saying that some of the measures that were implemented by Adams, whether sanctioned or unsanctioned, had an impact on crime. Do you agree? And I feel like most people are stuck in the two option mindset, meaning two party. And even this case we are talking about commissioner of police, we are saying either the current commissioner or only this one other choice. And people are stuck in the mindset of trading or making decisions between the lesser evils, meaning stating that they are both bad but one kind of little bit better. We need better options. If anything, this is something with a situation I point out, that we need better options. Members of the government are correct in stating that the mindset of the police need to be updated. Crime and violence are going all across the globe, but the measures are certain measures I would say put in place by the Ministry of Security. We don't see them do that in the Big Apple, in a New York City, where if you feel like them a pickpocket a town, you don't know the style them are used on the subway in New York. The New York pickpocket them will pick the yard, they pickpocket them. I'm telling you. Take no normal in some of these first world countries, some of these prominent cities on the airport. But the police departments had to adapt. Even in New York, where they have the stop and frisk, they're going to stop anybody and frisk anybody. It did reach a point where profiling, racial profiling that take place, and that's against the law. They may have to adapt. They may have to go to the drawing board. Real methods, real techniques had to be used, and they must solve crime. Them now lock down Brooklyn, and I say, yo, a gate to go through Brooklyn. Whole heap of things are happening in Brooklyn. You hear the music, you see it on the news clippings. But 21st century policing is being applied to these situations. And to date, despite where you might hear about Brooklyn, tourists still go there. They might not have backpack, but them still drive through, them still pass through. People from Caribbean countries who have traveled there, who live there, who reside there, will tell you say no one is the safest place in the world, but them feel safe there. Have you ever heard on the news that the people walk around in Brooklyn feeling unsafe and nobody know outside? You never heard it. But you will hear concerns from the people who live there, and they will tell you say, yo, things happen. Of course, things happen all about. Better methods rather need to be applied. You cannot inconvenience an entire population, or put the entire population to that level of inconvenience. People can't go to work, it's hard, the GDP stop go. Full time the government start make a handful of people put the country under siege. And then to solve that situation, them themselves put the country under siege. Are the same lesser evils. Talk to me in the comment section. You know the settings, and for those who don't, you man out move settings fam. And now we don't need no ladder, and my sentiments for you and yours is of course we gonna live, love and prosper. Stay tuned until we reason again.